Yo, what's going on, everybody? Matty Ice here with Profit Props. This is the sharp side. Just getting a few things out. I got to get this out to the Discord, but everybody that's in here, I appreciate y'all tapping in with me every day, man. If y'all don't mind, drop a like, drop a retweet, help me grow the page, help me grow the brand. Very much appreciative of that. Actually, been in contact with a company that has something cool going on. Basically like a rewards program for those of you that are, showing engagement. So I think eventually I'll be able to just offer free VIP to anyone who likes and retweets every single day. So that's definitely coming. Keep an eye out for that. A lot of big things coming. I'm in negotiations now. We'll see where things head. But Storch, appreciate the like and retweet. Jeff Reed and Night Fox, I appreciate the engagement. So yeah, let's let a couple more people roll in here before we get started today. We got started right at noon, probably 12:05. We'll get into the slate. We can recap first. I have nothing out, although Yo Ben, I appreciate it, and CTB, I appreciate it, bro. Appreciate the engagement. It's been requested that I release the lean sheet in the cord, so I'm going to start that today. I do have quite a few on here. A lot of these sheets, it's like maybe somebody, or a lot of these were like somebody's points and his rebounds and his threes. So there's not that many players, but there's about 15 different plays already that I want to go over. And then I will type this up and release the lean sheet in the Discord as well. Adam, I appreciate the engagement. Let's get this bad boy up to like 20 likes and retweets total. That way I know we got a good bit of people in here that are going to tap in. And then we'll get to today's slate. They're coming in now, though, so I really appreciate y'all. Pete and Adam, appreciate it. Let's keep running that up, and when we get to 20, we'll start digging into today's slate. First, though, let's recap yesterday. Yesterday was basically a wash. We cashed the Lakers' money line. It is... I think I have a link up right now. You know what? If you just wait, I'm going to post a link underneath. Oh, no, I have one. It's $19.99 a month, but I'll post a discount code. Only for those that watch the show are going to get this code. I'll post one for $5 if it's not used completely. Let me see here. Copy message. Jay Bird, I appreciate it. Chris, I appreciate it. Connor, I appreciate it. OMG, BLXRR, I don't know how to say that, but I appreciate it, bro. Appreciate all the engagement. We're at 13 right now, so yeah, we'll be able to go very shortly. If you're new popping in here, drop a like, drop a retweet. Help me get to 20 once this bad boy gets to 20. And then, bro, I just posted a link down below. That'll be $5 for your first month. So anyone that's not in the cord that wants to be in the cord, there's a discount below. I'm only going to release that on the show. So, yeah, yesterday. Let's finish yesterday's recap. We still got more likes and retweets coming in. Go to Gambler. I appreciate it, bro. I got to get you on here. We got to get you on the show. I know the people want that. Miles Turner. Over 3+3s missed. We should have played his points. If you were on stream yesterday, I was torn between points cashed, 15 in the first, but then I think he only finished with like 17 or 20. Only 1-3. I think he went 1 for 2 or 1 for 3. So that was honestly a bad read. I wish I'd have went points. Bad read on my end. Zion, a super late start, which has been like a trend of his. He's almost entering that DeMar DeRozan role where I almost want to play Zion live anymore. And then Josh Hart, we got the double-double, but we didn't get the triple-double. The triple-double was definitely a long shot. It was also, we played it because we kind of found somebody sleeping. I mean, I still like it at the quarter unit we ran it at. But after the recap, on the recap yesterday, 2 and 4, 0 units won, 0 units lost. So it was a wash. We'd have been up 0.1 had I not ran that leg. But that's it. All right, let's see where the tweet's sitting at. We're at 14. Somebody drop one more like or one more retweet, and we'll get this bad boy started. I just want to know we got enough in here. We usually, by the end of stream, we're normally around 40, so I'd like to know we're about halfway full. But I know we got people that pop in. I know I've had people DM me say, I can't make it till my lunch break at 12:30, yada, yada. So it's like, bro, you do what you got to do. You know what I mean? All right, cool. We're good. Let's get moving on to today. First game. This one's ugly. My fault. I got to pull this shit up. I'll take my ugly mug off this bitch too. All right. First game of the day. It's an ugly one. We've got Cleveland versus Charlotte. Charlotte's the home team. LaMelo's questionable. Honestly, hey, appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it, bro. It's a 16. Yeah, it's a 16-point spread. Those of you that have been tailing me for a while know these aren't games that I necessarily enjoy attacking. But I do have leans. I lean over both Allen and Mobley PRs. I also lean over Darius Garland's assists. I lean over DeAndre Hunter's points. So I have leans. I don't know that I'm going to be confident enough to play any of them. Honestly, see, I kind of like Ty Jerome's threes too. I think he's for sure slotted for 20 in this game. Blowout. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. Doesn't Boston and Cleveland play tomorrow? Let me triple check that before I get cocky with this read. No, Boston plays the Lakers. Cleveland off tomorrow. Okay, I was completely wrong about that. Cleveland's off tomorrow. They play Milwaukee next, so yeah, that's not even like it's a big game. Okay, I was wrong on that. I thought I saw that they had a game tomorrow. They do not, so that changes my read a little bit. Lakers play Boston tomorrow. I am going to add Ty Jerome to the lean sheet. Over threes more than points. I like his threes more than his points. In this game, you're trying to find players that are going to be less affected or even benefit in a blowout, right? I like Ty Jerome in that spot. I don't like Nurk. I don't like Allen. Sorry, win by 15. He's done really well in short minutes in these games. Split on the season, or is it 2 out of 3? Let me dig into that a little bit deeper. Jarrett Allen. Uh, 31, 33, and 28. Cashed in 2 of 3. See, the model leans over here as well. I just worry about his minutes getting affected. Yeah, and I think that's why this line is so low. I lean over PRs. Let's go see what the market's done. So I'm at 23. Market's at 21. I'm at, honestly, 23 and a half, 23.53. Is it getting market support? No, it's actually came down. See, I'm worried about minutes here. I lean over Jared Allen's PRs. I'm not immediately interested in playing it, though. LaMelo, I do want to talk about his threes. Look at his attempts in each game this year versus them. 3-point attempts. I know he missed in one of them, but if you look at 10 plus on the year, also look at his last 10. This is a volume spot. Don't count these because they're super low minutes, right? I think they were injury revolved. I mean, blowout's a possibility, right? But let's run him at 28 plus. 7 of 10. If you make that number like 30 plus, it's like 9 of 10. No, maybe that was 32 plus. Still, I mean, I'm very strong leaning over on LaMelo here. Oh, that's his minutes. Yeah, I was focusing on attempts too. I really think we're going to see in the realm of 9 or 10 attempts, and that's when I got to 9 of 10. Minutes I'm more worried about, but I think the attempts can be there regardless. Let's go see what the market's done. I'm really close on LaMelo's threes. Yeah, that was one of the first things on the sheet this morning, the lean sheet. It's getting a little support. And ever since the ankle injury, he's been very much just chucking threes. Mobley threes, I think he just went 0 for last game too. So maybe a bounce back spot. You're right, head to head would be worth looking into. See, I think this is the recipe today. They lose by 15, but he shoots 10 plus 3-point attempts. I really believe that's what we see. Split in those two occurrences, but I will live with 3 for 11. I will live with 3 for 11. I'm going to go to props.cash mobile site real quick and see where they rank from above the break. Last 5 and last 10. I know they're 8th or so on the season. Let me go look like All-Star break post data. And then, yeah, if you are in the Discord, I will post the lean sheet after. I'll probably type it up because my handwriting's ass. But, yeah, we'll get it out. 21st in three-pointers allowed to point guards. Last 5, they're still very strong. Last 5, last 10, and last 20. No doubt about that. I want to run LaMelo's threes. It's a 16-point spread. Hey, let me ask the OGs this. Have y'all ever seen me, ever even place a bet in a 16-point spread game? I don't remember it. I love it, though. I love his threes. It's volume. He's chucking. He's shooting 10, 11, 12, 13 threes tonight. I've got next to zero doubt. 10, 11, 12, 13. 3-point attempts tonight. Sorry, my dogs are fucking off. Good boy. Be quiet. I'm leaving LaMelo on the lean sheet, and if y'all run it in cash, all props to you. I lean very hard. I'm not even telling you it's not going to be on the slate. It's just not there right now. Yeah, sorry, boys. I'm leaving it as a lean. I want action today, but I'm not forcing it. See, and here's the next thing. I not lose by 10 plus, win by 10 plus. Look at Garland's assists in these games. He's still hitting this number, and it's plus money. It's moving the wrong way. I'll give you that. I think if you want it, you wait. Where do I come in at? I'm at 7, so it's 6 plus money. But it's gone from minus 120 to plus 112. I think the blowout is what's moving this market. If this were competitive, I promise you I'd hammer this. But I think the blowout's baked into this number. He's still cashed. Let me see sub 32. Can I see sub 32 but plus 25? It's 50-50 versus an amazing matchup. Head to head, he was under in 2 or 3 this year. He had 12 potentials in that game, only 9. I'm going to leave this as a lean as well, but I do like Garland's assists over a lot. I do. Garland's assists is basically right there with LaMelo's threes. I almost want to run them both, fellas. I'm not lying to you one bit. I lean over strong on each. Shout outs props.cash for the retweet today. Also, Prince of Parlays. I appreciate y'all, man. Really appreciate y'all helping me grow the brand. I'm going to lean over Garland and LaMelo's threes in this game. The only reason I'm not on is the blowout. It's not the threes. I wanted to look at his threes and points. 178 is crazy. I lean over there, but best price I see is 160. Oh yeah, no. It's not a ladder spot, I don't think. You could parlay this with something. Have I looked at DG 3.5 by chance? How do you like it? I will let you know. What was it? 3.5 threes? Is that what it is? I think you meant threes, right? I could see Darius Garland's threes over, but again, this is going to be my thing. Still not bad. Volume's going to be there. What are they ranking above the break? Above the break scoring 16th. Let me see since the All-Star break. Shoutouts props.cash mobile site. Although if y'all are tapped in right now, we sure would love to have this on the desktop site too. If y'all are tapped in, sure would love to have this on the desktop site. All right, so in the last 5, oh yeah, buddy, 30th. Last 10, 29th. See props.cash. If that was on desktop, I could show them because that shit looked green. It's pretty. I don't know if this is what you meant, but this is almost. It makes me like Hunter more too, though. What's Hunter's above the break scoring? And I can go here and check his. See, I need this on the mobile site because we can check this on here too. Scoring splits in his last 5 and 10. So last 5, 53% on the season, 44. Last 10, it's 50. So right around 50. I think Hunter might be the play here. Granted, the minutes will be down a little bit. Yeah, 24 is probably fair. Yeah, and you don't want to ladder it because you are worried about the attempts and the minutes. Although I think he could get a couple extra today. Tough read. I do like Hunter's points and threes over. Just the blowout scares me. Also, Ty Jerome's threes. What was the juice on it? See, we've talked about this a couple times this week. Books aren't really adjusting the price. This is, see, I'm more comfortable attacking somebody I think that will do well in the blowout. That'll fare well in the blowout. I like Ty Jerome's threes a lot as well. I don't know what's going to happen to Hunter in a blowout. Will he get a minute's bump? Will they stay about the same? I have 4 leans in this game that I may potentially even play, but I'm not playing. I really have 6 leans, and that's what's disgusting. I can't pick between Mobley and Jared Allen's PRs over. I like both of those. I like LaMelo and Ty Jerome's threes over. Really, and DeAndre Hunter's threes over. And then I like Darius Garland's assists over. Darius Garland's assists are moving against me, so I'm chilling. I'm good not playing that. I mean, look at it. I think minutes are baked into this line, but I definitely lean over. Let's move on to Utah, Toronto, and then if I have any ads for this game, we will circle back at the end of stream and go over those 4. I mean, even what if we just ran a SGP in that game? That might be the look. Just run like a half a unit SGP. Jerome threes over. Hunter's threes over. LaMelo's threes over. Garland's assists. Just run it at 4. I don't know. That might be a play later in stream. Let's move on to Utah and Toronto. So RJ's out. Clarkson's out. Markkanen's out. George is a game time decision. Collins is out. Podol out. Barrett, already said Barrett's out. Chris Boucher is a game time decision. And then a lot of the guys that have been out for Toronto, Grady Dick, and a couple of the others. So Colin Sexton is interesting to me. I think he had like an ankle injury here. Reduced minutes in the last 2, but this looks pretty good. What's the market done? I think I'm at like 18 and a half points here. Let me double check. Sexton, I'm at 1.45 3-pointers made and 19 points. Lord have mercy. I've got to play this over. I'm seeing a few 16 and a half left, 129, 130, a lot of 17s. Looks like the market's bumped from, well, it's really started at 17, 17 and a half, 16 and a half, back and forth here. I like Sexton. I do think this game stays competitive. I'd love to know he had 24 more minutes in this game. At 20, I'm worried. What are we doing? This game is actually one I feel like I can attack. I have the model edge on Sexton. I'm worried about the minutes. That's what I do. Let me plug him in at 24 minutes. Let me plug him in there. That might be aggressive, but let me see where I come in at. 17.89. Now there's really no value. I definitely lean over Sexton. I just feel like he could get a real minutes bump today. Like, he didn't even miss time, right? It's like he just hurt himself. No, he missed 2 weeks. Okay. I thought he missed like 3 games. That's like almost a month. I'm tripping. Thought he missed 3 games. He missed 3 weeks. 20 minutes. Yeah, I think 25 is the ceiling then, probably. This is probably right. I'm lying. That one's probably right. I'm lying. Walker Kessler, is he not questionable? No, I think he is back. And there were some rumors that Utah is going to run. Well, it's not rumors. The coach said it. They're going to try to run him and Kyle at the same time. So interested to see how that goes. No real opinion on Walker for me. I think I did have something for Quickly. That's not today's. Quickly assists under. I think that's it. Yeah, I mean, actually, it looks really good. I don't like playing unders versus Utah, but Barrett's also out too. Let's factor Barrett out, Scotty in. Small sample size. He's either gone under or had 10. Feels like the game to have 10 would be here again against Utah, right? Nah, model leans under here, but I'm cooling on that. I actually think the upside is really high for Quickly here without Barrett. Yeah, I could see a really high usage game. I actually might even fade the model there. I would want more value on that, but I feel like double-double might be sneaky in such a bad matchup. Speaking of double-double, the man who sold us a million times, I'm not playing anything on Isaiah Collier today, and I've backed him several times recently for small units, taking a shot in the dark, but I'm going to leave him alone today. I made that executive decision this morning, looked into it. It's not a great assist matchup for him. So I'm almost guaranteeing he gets a double-double today because I'm not playing it. I mean, that's just like Quentin Grimes and Sexton's back, but now Clarkson's continuing to be out. So it's not. I'm not playing it. I'm just saying I've played it several times, and I feel like the time that I don't play it, he'll do it. I think Keontae George is interesting today if he plays. Yeah, I think we can kind of sub out these sub 25 games. I really like George's over in this one. Let's go see how he matches up. 19th versus pick and roll ball handlers, 18th versus spot up, allowing the most free throws per game. Yeah, I lean over George here. Let me go to the model. Hold on, I got to refresh. GEORGE. Yes, there we go. 18.5. Market basically hasn't moved, but you could say it's gone up just a very slight bit. So yeah, we're chilling on Keontae George for now, but I do lean over. This is a game I want to attack, and George, I feel like is safer than Sexton in this one. Yeah, I think I'd be more confident attacking George. Scotty Barnes, RJ Barrett's out. Numbers really don't look good without RJ, but it's such a bad, good matchup, such a bad defense that I won't be fading him today. Barrett without, yeah, it looks pretty bad. You can even add quickly in here. Now, granted, some of these games may have been blowouts, but he ran 30 plus in all but one this Cleveland game. Our rebounds over if the model lakes, I could probably get behind that. Although they're running Filipowski and what's his face today, so that could put a dampen on things as well. Nothing for me on Scotty. I actually lean PAs under. I definitely lean PAs under. Go to the model. I know Barrett's out, but still. Yeah, FanDuel's at a lot of 27.5 in the market. Market's been between 26 and 27.5. I am at 25 and some change. 25 and some change. 25.6. So it's enough. I might run this. No, storage not over. See, and it's Utah, so I'm not running the under. I'm chilling. I'm not running the under. It's Utah. They're terrible. I'm cool. Going to be a lot of late ads today. Let me add that because there's obviously a lot of injury news we're waiting on, and still a lot of lines from a lot of players who are going to play serious minutes we're waiting on today. Nothing in the first two, but I do have quite a few leans in this. So let me just go kind of over them again. LaMelo's threes, Ty Jerome's threes, DeAndre Hunter's threes, and Darius Garland's assist. All overs that I'm looking at in that game, just scared off by blowout potential. Cleveland, Toronto, it's Quickly's assists under, Sexton's points over, and Keontae George points over. The three things I'm most interested in this game. Honestly, could see all three of those being plays. I do see this one as a competitive game. Next, we have Memphis, Dallas. This one's another disgusting game. I would not be shocked. I know Jaw's not on the injury report. Najee over 6.5 rebounds without PJ and Gafford. Okay, I appreciate that. Over in 4 or 6, including a lot of recent games. Slot them in 29 to 31 minutes. Yeah, those guys being out definitely affects his potentials. Memphis, the pace is so high. He had 6 in 32 minutes the last time they played, which was the beginning of this year. Not this season, this year, 1-6. 12 potentials. I like to see that. 12 potentials in 32 minutes. If you let me do some investigating, I'll tell you who was out in that game. Luka and Kyrie were out. So, I mean, not a big thing about the rebounds. I like Najee's rebounds over. Let me go see what the market's done and what the model projection is. Model is lower, but it's hard to account for those two guys being out in the model. That's why the model hasn't been being released. I spoke on that today. This time of year, like the model is so affected by each player's minutes, not just that player's minutes, but each player's minutes affects how many field goal attempts are available on the floor. Like it's just really too hard right now. Like, do I get to it? Yeah, I get to a final number in the games I care about. But it's just hard to kind of release a full mass product. That'll be easier come playoffs when everyone's trying their best, playing everybody. Najee rebounds over is a very strong lean. Not getting market support, but I don't see him losing minutes in this one. 17 points is crazy. Rebounds would be the only thing there, Ben, that I think you're on to. This just has to be like untracked data. There's no way you get 9 boards without any potentials. I don't know. I lean over. I don't know if I want to get to the window on this. It's just going on the sheet. Yeah, there you go. You got it exactly. Lean sheet. You got it. Kai Jones out again. Is that for sure? I would like it a lot more if I knew for sure Kai Jones was out too. Zach Edey, PRAs, points, rebounds, assists, anything that we like here. Dallas, it makes sense versus Dallas right now. Head to head this season. 4 points, 3 boards, in 13 minutes. I think he's in more of a. Let me see where I have his minutes at. So let's say he's going to play 24. 10, 9. Maybe the rebound's over. No, never mind. I'm pretty close to market. I don't think that a sprinkle on a double-double would be a terrible idea. At plus 220, I think there might be some value there in this matchup. I think there might be a little value there on Zach Edey's double-double in this matchup. I wouldn't be surprised if Ja doesn't play in this game. Maybe they are trying to ramp him up for the playoffs. That's why he could see a little bit of a minutes limit here at like 32 if they don't need him. I don't see why they'd run him over that. But I do lean over his points. Let me check his assists as well. Not so much there. Just his points. I do lean over Ja. I think their struggle versus in transition and no, I'm sorry. They're very good in transition. Isolation, they're just god awful though. 23rd inside the restricted area as well, or not inside the restricted, outside the restricted, but still just 18th inside the restricted. So really like the matchup for him. Any head-to-head data this year, yeah, it makes sense. He had 31 in 31 minutes. See that. What's the market done? This is how close it is. At 32 minutes, I'm right at market. At 35 minutes, I'm well over market. $34 and $37 off one day's rest. Although I assume those were probably more competitive games. I don't think this number is getting any better. There's a 110 at DK. I don't want to force it just for action, but I do feel if he runs 30, it's all about the minutes. At 32, I lean under. See, that's kind of deflated by this. But who's to say this doesn't happen tonight? He's playing 27 minutes a game and wins by 10 plus. He's gone over. I do think that's possible. Bane might be the better look because I could see him getting. This is our first play. I'm running this. Yeah, Ben, I'm way over. 125 available in multiple books. I'm gonna play it. No, there's a 120 at 365. 120 at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different 125s, one 120, and then a 132. Don't play it at FanDuel. I'm playing this. Yep, that's our first official play. I like that a lot, Ben. Yeah, no, this is a good spot. Model agrees with you. No need to second guess it. Let's just go ahead and add it to the banner down here. Desmond Bain over RAs. Scroll across the bottom, add the banner. Yep, good call, Ben. Good call, Ben. I mean, is there any option but Clay shoots 7 to 15 threes? What's the model think? Right with market. If it's a blowout, like, yeah, Clay's not going to get the leans. And sure, I mean, stopping Clay from shooting might be the only thing they have to worry about. I just think Clay's going to chuck. Spencer could rack up some assists in a high-paced game. Let me see. Oh, did they take Luca away from this? Damn. Hard to adjust the minutes because blowouts rode all over it. Although 29 plus, you like it. What's the market done? I mean, it just makes sense. And I hate backing him. Market's moving against me. Yeah, no thanks. Najee Marshall rebounds is a pretty strong lean to the over 6.5. I haven't got to the window yet, but yes, that is one of our leans. Sounds good. Sounds good, Ben. I appreciate it. And then again, all of y'all, please feel free to throw down any recommendations or requests in here. I'll go over each and every one of them. I'm at least running Sandy's. I'm probably just running his assist. What's the market done? Would be his first game back in 6 days, but two. Well, I'm even looking at the 3.5 super plus money. I don't want to lay that juice. I mean, we're at plus 120. Wait, 140, 142. Yeah, he had 3 in both games he played against them this season. 3.5 minutes, 28 in the one. I do lean over Santi assist. I know it's his first game back. All right, yeah, that's going to do it for me. Nothing on Max Christie. PRA's under probably would be my lean. Very high pace game, though. I'd be afraid to play mini unders in that one. All right, Portland OKC. It is competitive now because Chet and J Dub are both out. Case and Wallace is out. Dort is out. Chet is a game time decision. So is Jeremy Grant and Advia on the other side of the ball. Robert Williams still out. So a lot of injury news to kind of navigate in this one. Could be a good spot for Klingon, less likely to rack up fouls with Shea out of the game. Tough matchup on the boards with is Hart. Did I miss? Is Hardenstein out? No, there's just no lines up. Okay, with possibly Chet and Hardenstein, could be a pretty difficult matchup. J Dub would probably. Oh yeah, Hardenstein is out. J Dub will start if there's no Chet then, so that would be big for J Dub. Or this isn't J Dub. The other Jalen Williams. My apologies. I had them mixed up in my head. Kamara is a good parlay piece. I think that line should at least be minus 200. If Denny don't play, then yeah, that's exactly what I was just getting to. I swear I didn't even check the chat. You guys were just reading my mind. You guys were just reading my mind. Yeah, well, let's wait and see. This is going to be there's going to be a lot of late ads today. I'm sure of it. But let's wait and see what happens there. Kamara and Denny PAs definitely are affected with the Jeremy Grant news. OKC's pretty banged up. Let me see if the model likes Simons or Sharp. I could see I could see them both having a good game. Nothing on Simons. $21.5. Lean over for Shaden Sharp. It's not quite enough. Lean over because they're depleted, but yeah, not an official play for me. How do we feel about Grant if he plays though? That's what I thought. Yeah, there's going to be someone on the wing that I play for Portland today. Yeah, facts. And I don't see that changing at all today. Yeah. He's looking at 37, 38 for Simons. 37, 38 for Sharp in this one. Uh, I'm definitely playing a wing for Portland today. OKC is beat up. I think they'll still play well defensively. I think the perimeter is going to be more vulnerable. 26th versus spot up. I agree with Simon's line being a little higher too. What is his threes? 3.5. Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, I have some leans in this game. I'm waiting on the injury news from Grant and Chet. Buy high on Donovan Kling, no Chet. Buy high on Kamara and Denny, no Grant. But if Grant goes, I mean, I'd like to hear about a minutes limit. I actually think this is a good spot for him to Wait, I thought there was a 1.5 out there. Oh, it's 180. Okay. Never mind. I don't even like Jeremy Grant at that price. Never mind. All right, moving on to Minnesota and Miami. We got a lot going on in this one as well. I know Ware's out, right? We have Hero as a game time decision. Andrew Wiggins as a game time decision. Hawkes is a game time decision. Burks is a game time decision. And Rudy Gobert is a game time decision. Ware and Jovic are both out. All right, let's get into it. Bam had 9 in the matchup versus them earlier this season in 39 minutes. He had 7 boards and 7 assists in that game. I think his assists are actually up this season without Hero. No, I'm sorry. It's only 3 games. 22 there. 12 and 7. Okay. Davion Mitchell, great defender. Nothing for me offensively there. Gobert would be his first game back since when? Just under a month. Actually, I might like Randall in this spot. I do like Anthony Edwards under. We're going to go over that. Looks like it's moving. Minnesota's a 6-point favorite on the road. Could it be a blowout? Yes. Am I anticipating that? No. Can someone tell me why Randall assists would be a bad play with them blitzing Ant? What did Ant do in the last game? He did chuck, though. I am so sick about this. Hey, bro, I'm not a big college guy. I'm gonna just give it to you up front. I do some first half totals in the conference play and tourney time, but I don't do I can't bet props in my state, so I don't really spend time on it. McDaniels makes me sick because I liked his points last game. I'm sure I remember you were in here. You heard me say it. It cashed, and I didn't do shit with it. He had 29. I just want to go jump off a fucking building. I think his threes look a little blasphemous. It should not be plus 124. Let's look at Dante's threes before we bet McDaniels. I like McDaniels threes. Four's a lot because he's probably getting like 7 to 9 to 7 to 10 attempts. So that's kind of a lot. That's kind of a lot. I mean, it pairs well with Anthony Edwards under 24th versus spot up. Might be hard for me to step away from Dante. But then again, what makes you pick him over McDaniels? Yeah, there will be a play in this game. Might be multiple. I like Randall's assist. Just look at that stark difference. I mean, so here's what I'm going to say to you, Chris, and I'm glad you brought this up. If Rudy Gobert is out, we're nuking. Okay, we're taking the over. If Rudy Gobert is in, we're going to come back and see what the line moves to. Dante, I'm chilling on. Still 11.5 on Dante. That's a little more tempting. Yeah, FanDuel's at 130. I don't know. I'd rather take his 4 threes at plus money, Ben. I'd rather take his 4 threes at plus 120. Honestly, I'd rather take his 4 threes at plus 120. Is that what I'm doing? I'm waiting on McDaniels. Honestly, probably waiting on Julius Randle too. There's a reason we don't have any Nas Reed lines. Let's go see what Anthony Edwards line's done. Model leans over here, but I'm not going to get to the window. I mean, at plus money versus the team ranking 24th versus spot up, I do lean over Dante's threes, plus 126. And the only reason we're not running Randall is because it doesn't really have model support. But in my head, I mean, it just makes sense game plan wise. My closest play is Dante's threes. Let's get through the slate, and then we're going to come back to my strongest leans. Drop your requests in the Suns game. We'll get to the Suns game, and then we're definitely coming back to that. I got a couple. I want to talk about Jokic. Aaron Gordon is questionable. Actually, I think I'm just running Jokic. Nuggets are 7.5-point favorites. See, I like Jokic to get 10 assists. 10.5 is pushing it. It is. There are plus monies out there, though. 0-2 at FanDuel, 0-5 at DK. 0-5 at DK seems to be the best one. I'd rather take the triple-double, I think. 130 is the best price. Leaning Jokic triple-double without pardon me, without Aaron, if Aaron Gordon doesn't go. Yeah, Jamal Murray points is probably a good one in this one as well. 25th in transition in versus pick and roll ball handlers. Looking at KD. I'm at 2. I'm at basically 3. What's the market done? That's what I'd want to know. Up from even money. Best price is now 110. Head-to-head data for KD. Yeah, and I do think this is a big minutes game for them. Hold on a second. Yeah, I mean, the Suns got to go on a run. Now, Dallas is falling off of a cliff, but the Suns are currently, 2.5 games out of the 10th seed. Dallas has dropped 3 straight, though, but Phoenix is 3 of their last 7. 3 of their last 10, I mean. Phoenix would love to win this game. As a Lakers fan, I would love the Nuggets to lose this game. Yeah, Ben, I'm trending more towards points alone. It opened 24.5, but I still like the 25.5. I wonder if I hung a line on Profit X, if anyone would fill it. Look at RA data head to head. You got it. Wow. Do I just go KD PRAs? Couple 35s in the market. I know the head to head doesn't look good, but I actually like KD's threes as well. Is Beal playing? Yeah, game time decision. Could be, could not be. I just wanted to make sure I liked it with him. Let's go see without him. There's 35s and a half out there too. I do lean over. Model likes this. Yeah, without Beal, yeah. I feel like if you want to get the best value, you take it now though. I'm assuming so. So the projected starting lineup is well, they have yeah, I mean Aaron Gordon's I don't know who's gonna guard Bull. Good luck. I think I'm gonna run the 120 at DraftKings. I really do. One more thing I want to check, and then if this looks good, we're good. They're 29th versus spot up, 20th versus ISO. I'm really torn on what I want to do with KD here. Model is a pretty slight lean over to everything. Model is a slight lean over to everything, which makes me think just run the PRAs. Easy to justify. I mean, the points itself. I mean, number 29 versus spot up, 20 versus isolation. KD was built for this matchup. 27 in one game, 23 in another with short minutes, head to head this season. 27 in 38 minutes. He had 31 in the other one, but they lost by 27 points. Booker missed that game. 26 field goal attempts in that last game. Booker missed it as well. Worth noting. Huh, you're running it. I like it. I do like it a lot. I didn't realize Booker missed both matchups head to head this season. I didn't realize that. I'm looking at one more thing, and I think I'm just running the 25 and a half. I'm running it. I'm running the points. I'm running the points. I don't hate PRAs. I don't hate any of it, but I'm running the points. Give me a second. I'm going to go to DK. I'm seeing a 115. I'm going to verify that right now. And they just moved. Get out of my stream. I'm going to draft. I'm going to Rivers 120. Yeah, 120 just got it in. All right. I like it. Ran the points. Like KD's points a lot. Struggle versus spot up. Struggle inside the paint. Also not very good from above the break. KD it is. Ran KD. Hard to run anything for Denver till we know about Jokic, right? How's Michael Porter Jr. done head to head? Yeah. Not a lot of books. There are some 19 and a half PAs out there. I like Michael Porter Jr. today. Sun Killer. Aaron Gordon could be out. Uh, hit or miss in the games without Jokic. You can see there's some big losses in there. Rebounds make sense. Threes don't make as much sense without Jokic, in my opinion. Points do, though. Points would still be okay. I'm probably going to play Michael Porter Jr. points over closer to game time. I'm already on. Actually, I would want to look at these. Already on Durant's. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's right. He hasn't played in the games this season. 29th versus spot up. I mean, this just makes sense. The only reason not to play this is because FanDuel opened 7.5 minus 125 to the under and is now minus 152. And I want to see if we can get 6.5. I don't know if this is done moving down. Oh shit. Where did I play at Rivers? They're not going to give me a free cash out. I'll put that in the write up though. Damn. That's annoying as shit. It was 26.5 for a second. There's a 2-point variance in the market for Braun PRAs. Well, fuck, do we want to just middle it? I see a 15. That's points. Do you see a 26 or a 23, Ben? I see a 24 and a 25. And I would actually be very afraid to play anything Braun related yet, because without Jokic, his usage will go through the roof, right? I mean, obviously it's Jamal Murray's show to run, but that'll be they have Westbrook too. But you'd be a fool to think Braun doesn't get some kind of usage bump. DK's at 23.5. Okay. I would lean over there. I would lean over for sure. What's the model at? See, I have DK on my odds screen at 24.5, but do they have the 23.5 at like minus 125, 24 plus as an alt? Probably. I would lean over that. I would lean over. Not an official play from me, though. Beal, possible to play. What did he run in that last one? 14 or 15 minutes. Left calf soreness. No opinions there. I mean, even some re-injury rate, too. So KD over was a for sure play. Does the Booker price get better? Because that is 1,000% a play. I mean, we might get 6.5. FanDuel, let me tell you what the market's done. Open minus 125 to the under. Move to 140. I mean, there's some buyback, 138 to 132. But then it moves to 154, and the buybacks to like minus 148. Now we have a new low of minus 154. So I think we wait on Booker and play the best price we can. If we get a 6.5, like I'm nuking it. The best 6.5 I see right now is 150. Not super thrilled with that number. There's a 150 at ESPN right now. That's the best price I see. Yeah, I'm just waiting. Just moved to 24.5. Okay, that's what I was seeing. Yeah, Booker's assist is a play. I don't know what else to tell y'all. I'm just waiting for the market to come down as far as possible. And the bigger this show gets, the less I should probably say stuff like that because you all probably go bet it and then it'll move anyways. So don't bet it yet, though. I'm telling you, we're going to get a better 6.5. We're going to get a better 6.5. All right, next game on the list, we have a Spurs Kings. Wait, was there anything else in the Suns that y'all wanted to talk about? Michael Porter Jr., I'm waiting on Aaron Gordon news. I like the over points there. And then Devin Booker, I'm just waiting for the bottom of his assist line, but I'm going to play the over. Anything else? All good. All right, we will move. Over 1,000 people in here, too. If you haven't already, please drop a like, drop a follow on the tweet. Helps me grow the tweet, helps me grow the brand. We've got a lot of people in here. Let me go ahead and shout y'all out that already have done so. Alexander, man, either you changed your profile picture or you're new, so I appreciate the engagement, man. Appreciate you tapping in. Rob, I appreciate you. I know you've been around. Turk, same with you, bro. I appreciate you. Prince of Parlays, and then Kiwi Cat. I think we caught up, man. I appreciate y'all dropping likes, dropping retweets. Over 23 of them things on there today. If you haven't already, drop a like, drop a retweet. Help me grow the page. I appreciate it. Vassell points. I love Vassell in this game. I think he's going to get a lot of minutes, kind of the focal point. I actually like his over, which will kind of lead me into my next play, which is going to be a De'Aaron Fox under. Yeah, Vassell, let's lock him in at 32. I mean, let's lock him in at 14 field goal attempts. I think we could lock in 15. Over in 11 and 19 this season. We got to do what we got to do, right? Wemby over in 3 of 6 without Wemby. Field goal attempts average 17. Let's take this away for a second. Yeah, we're not getting any of these. I just don't believe it. I think we're seeing 15 plus in this game. 15 plus this season, 10 of 17. The sack defense, let's get into the Sacramento defense a little bit further. This will be back for the playoffs too. My data will be back for the playoffs. 30 versus spot up, but number 1 in transition. Interesting. Hit 8 threes in the last game. It was the only time he went over 2.5. This line's absolutely inflated. Attempts have been up though. 11 probably maybe is the ceiling. I don't think he gets that high, but 4 or 5. I think 5 to 8 is probably what you're seeing from Vassell in terms of 3-point attempts today. We could even go 9. 2.5. I think they're getting a little overzealous. The books. I'm not racing to play the under, but nothing for me there. Points and PAs would be where I focused most of my attention in this one. I worry about Fox trying to steal some usage. That's the only reason. That's the only thing that worries me is he is going to take extra shots, extra usage in this game. I mean, it's not like San Antonio is playing for anything, so let him go out there and go stupid with it. Let me get KD added to the banner too. So both of those points, they play with and against each other. I think if Vassell does well, Fox is going to continue to kind of take a back seat. We've cashed his PAs recently. It's another lean I have today while also leaning over Vassell's PAs. Let me go see what the market's done on each guy. Points are coming down. I don't think you found the bottom on Vassell's points line. Assists, the market's going back and forth, but I'm not sure that you're going to get a much better line than the plus money at Hard Rock right now. This one's a good look. Spurs are 6.5-point dogs. I do think this one stays competitive as well. Vassell's assists or PAs. Who's running the point for sack without Malik Monk? Keon Ellis, I believe. Let me see the starting lineup. Yeah, Keon Ellis is starting. Keon Ellis is starting. Hell of a defender. Um, Not really that good on the offensive end of the floor, but a really good defender. Also, that he's going to be matched up on Fox, and I mean, guarded him in practice and shit. So another tough spot for Fox there. Another good spot for Vassell. I guess he'll have the DeMar matchup. If I had to guess, ooh, we got to talk about Barnes in this game too, which would play well into the Vassell assists and the PA under, at least the points under for Fox. Little revenge narrative here too, if y'all remember. That's making me feel old. Uh no, nothing for me on Barnes. I did think it was interesting to take a look at, but nothing for me there. Castle, let me keep this in mind. I've said this before on the show, but I'll say it again. This is getting to the time of year where rookies have never played organized basketball this long. Like they're deep into a season. College seasons would have been over already in terms of game played. I know there's still technically March Madness, but the NBA season starts earlier. So just keep that in mind. Backing rookies this time of year. I'm not talking you off of it. It's just not a play for me. I don't hate Julian Champagne's points over today either. See, books know every time I think somebody's three is going to be like a minus one, 1.5, minus 130, they're like minus 200. So minus 222. You could probably find like a 175. All right, is there anything official in this one? I kind of want to run Fox PAs under. It's just the revenge narrative. I want y'all to know. It might be stupid. The only reason I'm not is I think he's going to chuck in his first game. This is in sack too. Yeah, he'll chuck. There'll be a ceremony. I'm not fading Fox tonight. If it were anywhere else, I would. I do definitely lean over Devin Vassell PAs. Markets moved against us on the points. What about the assists? That's right. I went over it. Not a lot of market support. We'll let more people open. I do lean over Vassal PAs. Market's moving against you. There's definitely 17 and a halves out there. Levine been going crazy. Oh, wait, it was assists, right? Levine assists? No, it was just last game. I'm tripping on that. Maybe it was the head-to-head I looked at this morning, but that's a different team. Let me go look at play type data. DeMar did play in San Antonio. They also do struggle a lot from the mid-range. He had 23 in the last matchup. Keep in mind that Sabonis is out. I can see why DeMar's number is so high. Levine's at 24 and a half. Let me go see what the market's done on these two guys. DeMar 26. That's already bumped a point. What about Levine? Levine's good to go, or hasn't moved, is what I'm trying to say. I like the matchup better. I like the play type data better for I almost called him LeBron for Levine. I mean for DeMar, not Levine. I'm sorry. 26 from above the break. 3-point shooters. It's not been uncommon for us to attack 3-point shooters versus the Spurs, especially guys that do it off the dribble. All right. I think I've made my final decision going through. Oh, I'm 1 second here. Nothing, nothing, nothing. DeMar assists under. Over in 2 of the last 3 versus Spurs. Model leans under for DeMar's assists. It's actionable as well. I think I am going to run this. I think I am going to run this. There's a 120 at ESPN, a 125 at Hard Rock, 125 at MGM, 120 at a couple 120s, couple 125s. I have this one at right around 9. I think that's where the market's going to go. I'm going to run tomorrow's RAs under. There's no monks out. Let me factor that in, but I'm running it. I'm running it. Hold on. I'm going to ESPN. Let me make sure that number's there. I'm going to run tomorrow under 120. ESPN, MGM, in 365. I think MGM's at 125. ESPN and 365 at 120. A couple 125s as well. Sacramento player props. Points and assists over under. No, rebounds and assists. My apologies. Rebounds and assists. Yep. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, we're in there. All right, let me add that to the banner. That's our third play. Cool. All right, let's keep moving. Yeah, that's gonna call it for this game. I don't hate the Vassal RAs over. I would have played DeMar's points over if I got to it earlier, but it moved. Fox, definitely a lean to the PA under. I'm just staying away because of the revenge narrative there. Moving on to the last game, Knicks and Clippers. This should be a good one. Knicks are on a back-to-back. Karl Anthony Towns been struggling lately. Sounds like he's been dealing with something, internal, emotionally, however you want to say that. Points have been an issue. Rebounds has done really well lately, though. 12 just last night versus the Lakers, 19 versus Miami, 11 versus Minnesota. This line feels inflated. They haven't played this year. I mean, Zubox is going to guard him. I don't know if that's the best matchup, but Brunson's out, or at least questionable. I'm sorry. I need to go through the injury report real quick. Powell's out. Brunson, Achua, and Mitch Robinson are all questionable. Powell's out, obviously, for the Clippers. So keep that in mind with Towns. If Brunson doesn't go, obviously it's going to be a lot, all hands on deck for him. He'll touch the ball every time. What's his assist line at? Usage percent was 30%. He had 20 field goal attempts. What's the market done? This is kind of a long shot, but I think I'm going to take it. There's a 125 at MGM. There's a 120 at Hard Rock, a 110 at ESPN, and even money at Fanatics, plus 05 offshore. If Brunson plays, we're smoked. Not even smoked. Just doesn't look as good. But without Brunson, I mean, the usage percentage is going to be through the roof. See, this is what I'm saying right here. Plus 125. There was a plus 140. So, yeah, the books are moving this way. I'm going to run it. Let me go to MGM, make sure this number is real. Taking a little shot here, but it's plus money. Ironically, no Brunson, it'd probably be the time to take fucking Hart's triple double, even though we just tried it last night. We did cash the double double though to save the day, so I'm not bitching about him. He did have a triple double in that game. Are we getting froggy? It's not a good matchup. Are we getting weird? Yeah, Towns is there. Give me a second. I'm locking this one in. I'm actually going to go a half a unit on Towns here. Going a half a unit. All right, let me add that to the banner. I got it in. I got it out. Let me get it to the banner. Maybe. Hold on a second here. How many assists did he have in that game? It was Utah, too. Let's take that with a grain of salt, okay? Utah is awful. Josh Hart is plus 1,050 if you build it. Plus 1,100 if you just take it. This game's in LA, okay. One second here. We're still shopping. Oh my gosh, there's basketball going on already today. It's that time of year. College basketball. Need to get off here and get the steam chasing, boys. Josh Hart plus 120 at FanDuel double-double. I kind of like Josh Hart double-double today. Nothing official out of that play yet, but I'll lean Josh Hart double-double. Karl Anthony Towns, we ran his assists. Not going to run anything else there. Tough matchup for Zubox. I know that Powell's out, but I mean, this one looks like it could bump to 12.5, fellas. If it does, model actually leans his points over, but it already leans under the rebounds. If 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 you're on underdog, go ahead and run it. You've got a 12.5, 118 on a 5-legger, whatever they do that. But for the rest of us, similar to hold on, I've got it marked down here. There's a lot of leans. What was the one we're waiting on? Does anyone remember? Not Dante's threes. It wasn't Jared Allen. I do want to talk about Harden's assists. We'll get to that in this game. I think it was Desmond Bain, right? We'll come back and check and see if we get a better number on Desmond Bain. Zubox rebounds, if we get a 12.5. Yeah, if we get a 12.5, we take the under. All right. Josh Hart. Since we did not play his triple-double yet, or if we don't play it today, that'll cash as well. What's the model say? Oh, I'm sorry. That's an old message. My fault. Well, let's talk about Kawhi. Minutes have been up. So they're 30th versus pick and roll ball handlers, but they're number 1 versus isolation. No Norman Powell, so field goal attempts should be pretty high. He's still under in 4 or 5, this number without Powell. In a tough matchup, I don't like it. Also a tough matchup for Harden on the point side of things, but I do like Harden's assists over. 8.5. Can we go see what the market's done? Let me first. I'm sorry, I'm jumping all over the place. Let me tell you how I feel about Kawhi's rebounds and assists. I lean under the rebounds. I feel like everything's a little inflated with Kawhi. I just feel like everything's. I do lean under his PRAs. Is the market going that way? I'd almost take it. No, the market's not doing shit. I mean, I do lean under Kawhi's PRAs, but currently leaving that as a lean right now. Referring to Bogdan, I'm sorry, no, Zubox. They are 29th versus pick and roll ball handlers, they being the Knicks and 62 inside the restricted area. With that being said, the model leans over, but like just the matchup individually, I don't love it. Bogdanovich, they are ranked number 3 versus spot up, so I don't love this spot for him, although Powell is out. For Karl Anthony Towns, number 14 versus spot up, number 11 versus free throws allowed. 14 versus spot up is what's interesting to me here. Only 2 threes. I think Mikhail's going to score 15 or more. It's the line is 16 or more, and I just think that the line's efficient actually. Let me run through the rebounds and assists in this game, see if we find value there. This will be our last game. I do want to circle back to the Hornets game. There's a couple there. I want to look at what LaMelo's line's done. I want to look at what Darius Garland's line's done. So don't rush out of here just yet if you want to hear my final opinions on that game. No, there's nothing on the assist side until I know more about Brunson. Towns is okay with him, and I love it without him just because of the usage. All right, yeah, nothing else from me in this game. Any requests? If not, we're going to circle back to that first game and then call it a day. What are we at time-wise here? Just under 2 hours. Yeah, we'll be done by the 2-hour mark for sure. Let me go see if the market's done anything because Donovan Mitchell's line is down from 24.5. Jared Allen's points not doing much. DeAndre Hunter. Points did bump a little bit. Not going to lie. I like Donovan Mitchell's threes at such a plus money price. It just worries me, the blowout in that game. Hmm. Not yet, but if Cleveland rests one starter, I'm going to run it. It's a 16-point game. I normally don't bet these, right? So, there we go. That's the only thing keeping me off of it, the blowout. I do really lean over LaMelo's threes. I have 3 official plays and a whole bunch of leans. I'm going to have some plays come out after the injury news comes out. We should be getting some soon. I'm going to type this list up for everybody in the Discord. If you want in the Discord, I posted a link underneath this video. Get you in for $5 on your first month. And then, yeah, I'll have some write-ups on the timeline. I'll probably go ahead and write up KD. I'll probably write up Bane. So, yeah, we have 4 plays. Do I have all 4 up? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4 plays. One of them's a half-unit play. I'd expect maybe 2 to 3 more depending on injury news, plus a lotto or 2. We might fill out at like maybe 10, but 7 or 8 units risked. So that's all I got. I appreciate y'all for tuning in each and every day. We'll be back at noon tomorrow. Keep an eye out for a change in plans. The closer we get to MLB, I think the more valuable it will be to move the NBA show to 5 p.m. and probably run the baseball show at either 11 or noon Eastern Standard Time. That's all I got for today. Best of luck today. I'll catch you all tomorrow. Until